Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we were watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, Klingons and Worf, and us just kind of really coming to terms with the fact that the show is really good now, and we can't really like reconcile that in our heads with like, oh god, I want to say I really, really love this, but I really love a lot of episodes lately, and I'm now getting into a state where I'm like, this is how the show is now, and it's good, and it's great, really. It really is a great show.
Maybe this episode is going to be like rock bottom.
I want this episode to be bad. Give me a bad episode. We're about to, we're watching an episode today called Allegiance. So
okay,
I guess we'll see.
Nice, simple.
Bad episode. Come on, but give me a bad episode.
Come on, be bad.
Bad episode. No, I think we've also just been on a really good run lately. Looking back at my notes, Matter of Perspective wasn't good, but I think was our last kind of stinker. So since then we've had Yesterday's Enterprise, Offspring, Sins of the Father, all fantastic.
All fantastic. Yeah.
So. Bad episode. Come on, we're gonna get a post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch Allegiance. Not bad.
Not bad.
Just one of the weaker of the season, though, I think.
Yeah.
Fun, I'll say. Very fun episode.
I think we invented a funnier version of the episode.
We invented a fun game for the episode. But there's the really weird scene early on where Picard, the fake Picard, or as I called him, AI Picard.
But I think he was officially a replica of him.
Yeah. Well, no, he was one of the aliens, I guess, because the fake Picard transformed into one of their aliens.
That's true. So
I don't know. Either way, I keep calling him like AI Picard because he, in his first scene on the bridge, he just he says like Picard catchphrases at really awkward times. Like he just started going like, make it so, and then he started walking away, and then he goes engage, and he started pointing. I'm like, he doesn't get it. It's like an AI was fed Picard scenes and doesn't quite know how to string together the catchphrases or make the scenes work. so we just kept making this joke throughout the episode where he would just start randomly like saying like engage and make it so like throughout the episode, and like the only thing he would ever say to Dr. Crusher would be Beverly. Yes, Beverly. Or like whatever when they were in the captain's quarters, he would just say like come, just repeatly. Like he wouldn't actually know what to say. It was a far funnier version than what we were actually being fed in the episode,
yes.
And it made it really fun to watch. I'll say that. The fake Picard plot, realistically, actually makes me kind of sad because. Yeah, sure, it wasn't really Picard, and the episode very much treats it like, oh yeah, this was wrong in the end, but it's this idealized version of Picard, I think, where, I don't know, what if he acted like a normal guy just around his crew? Like,
he'd say, hey, a lot more.
He'd say, hey, see our last video for that. He would do that. He would, like, he would be just much more free. He would be Patrick Stewart, essentially.
Yes.
I mean, here's the other thing, is, like, I know a lot more about the production of TNG now, and knowing that like Patrick Stewart was so like stiff and like kind of cold to the crew early on because he didn't think he'd be doing the job for that long. He thought the show would be canceled after one season. But here he is now. We know he's loosened up at this point. Like it's almost like he's just acting how Patrick Stewart would actually act with the cast now. He'd go around singing, I'm sure. There's that great scene, and I actually loved the way that AI Picard's relationship with Dr. Crusher kind of blossomed. And I'm actually just really sad that wasn't actually true. Like I don't know. I'd like to see that someday. Because I really would. Because
Dr. Crusher doesn't know. Like, she will be told, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But, like, that look she gives Picard is still under the impression that, like, that's the one she had to date with.
Yeah. I'm being fed the wrong ship. I'm so down. I know I've said it before in these videos. I'm so down for the Picard-Beverly relationship, and it's not going to happen. At least, if it's going to happen, it's going to be like the very end of the show.
I think just massive guess. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're really going to see it in the show, but I do think we'll see it in what's the show? Picard? Is that the name of it?
There's the Picard spinoff. Yes.
I think if we're going to see that relationship, it will be then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things where like we're so far away from Picard, but I do know like certain things about it. Like I know eventually like a lot of the TNG cast does come back for Picard. It's one of those things that like had just so much promotion at the time that it was kind of hard to avoid. Mm-hmm. I think that show had actually already finished or was finishing just as we were getting into Star Trek. So like
sounds right.
Yeah. So that's all I know. I imagine Gates McFadden comes back for that, unless Dr. Crusher dies at some point before then.
We will wait and see, I suppose.
We shall see.
But even though more actual Picard is being tested.
Yeah, it's being tested. It very much, this episode in a lot of ways reminded me of a TOS episode. It was very much like, we're being tested by these weird light being, almost god things, and meanwhile there's a fake Picard acting out of character for Picard, and really it just means he has a high libido, I guess. And it's great, it's actually fun. I really did enjoy that aspect of it, but also like some of those episodes where like it kind of feels like nothing happens. There's not like a real conflict in the end, it feels like.
No.
Although, a very different ending to a TOS episode. A TOS episode, Kirk would be dropped off and he'd be like, well, as long as I have command of my ship, I'll be fine.
There would be some end of episode stinger, Spock raises eyebrow.
Yeah, which we did basically have here, I can imagine Spock delivering the same, like, I didn't think you were so good a singer, sir. Like one of those.
Right.
No,
Spock's side would be more like, don't take up singing.
Yeah. But no, it's a very different ending in that Picard is genuinely offended by the fact that he was captured against his will, and I like that. I like that there's just at least that key difference there, and also just the difference in the way that we write TV in the 60s versus now the 90s.
Yes.
Also, the Hood is a great name for a starship. I'm very sad we don't actually see the Hood. I imagine it's the coolest ship in Starfleet.
I'm just curious what fake Picard's plan actually was. They were going to like a pulsar star, and I'm like, what was the actual goal here?
I don't know. They kind of treat the end of the episode like it was just until we get you guys back, there's a placeholder for you. But it's like, no, like AI Picard had a goal, it seemed like.
It was to go to a star that was going to seemingly kill the ship the further he got closer to it.
Yeah.
It didn't add up, even for an AI fed nothing but Picard scenes.
Yeah. I did like a lot of the sort of escape room scenes. I liked our crew, the people that were captured. And I did kind of put together kind of what the twist was right before it happened, because Picard was describing like how they all react differently to command. The pacifist guy had a very similar relationship to command that the ensign did. And I would say that the cadet did. And I was like, because they're very similar, I feel like one of them's kind of off. Something's weird with one of them.
I suspected it was the cadet from the show giving one of its more obvious tells that Picard knows what's going on. It's about 10 minutes before then.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Picard suspects the cadet, so it's got to be the cadet.
Yeah, that's true. Although I guess it could not have been, because once again, we have a more fallible captain. And once again, on our TOS TNG comparisons, But anyway, I don't know. I did enjoy those scenes. But overall, just not the most enticing episode, I'll say.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think we've definitely seen worse.
Yeah. But I don't really plan on revisiting this one that much. I don't really feel like revisiting this anytime in the future. Or maybe I will eventually. Who knows? But I think that does it. We have 8 episodes left in the season. We're really coming close to the end. I'm very excited. I guess we'll see what comes up next time. Be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek The Next Generation. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.